I can't believe I'm standing here right now. Today, we're gonna be trekking through Virginia and North Carolina to check out Dirty Dancing filming locations. We're starting off our day here in Virginia at the Mountain Lake Lodge, which served as Kellerman's mountain house. Most of the film was filmed around this lodge, at least a very large chunk of it. One of the first glimpses that we get of Kellerman's lodge is them driving to it. You get a shot out the car window. This pool was definitely not here in the movie. Here's where Baby and her family would have first driven in. She would have first gotten a look at the lodge. Her family would have been parked right here. The shrubbery now kind of blocks the view of the stairs, but that's definitely the right spot. Ah, here's a sign about it even. There's actually a visitor center here at the lodge that has these little pamphlets that have all the different spots from the movie and show you on the map where they're located. Look what I see over there. That's Baby's cabin. That's the cabin her family stays in. We'll go check that out in a minute. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty here. There's the gazebo. Let's go there. Gosh, there's just like so much. I'm like, oh, and there's that, and there's that, and there's Baby's cabin, and then there's where they pull in, and then there's the gazebo, and so much to see. So much to see. There's a rock for Patrick Swayze here. The first scene this gazebo was used in was in the beginning of the movie. They are doing a little dance lesson. The second scene is when Johnny is dancing with Vivian, one of the bungalow bunnies, I think she's called. The third scene this gazebo was used for is Baby's dad is sitting in the gazebo after she confesses that she spent the night with Johnny, and she comes out and apologizes to him here. In all of the scenes, you can see the lake comes right up to the gazebo. It's in the background there. But the lake, for about 12 years, has been completely gone until just recently it's starting to come back. You can see the line where the lake used to be, and all of that out there used to be the lake. We thought that it was completely gone, so we were pleasantly surprised to see that there is a little bit of lake out there now again. There's a sign here talking about how the lake was taken over by flora and fauna. Here it is, Baby's cabin that she stayed in with her family. It looks like they've done a little bit of change to the front of it. The stairs go down on the left there, where in the movie they came down from the right side. I'd love to go up and take a look at the porch, but there are people unloading. They're staying there for the night. I don't want to get too much up in their business because they're trying to unload their stuff for the evening. But you can rent it. I checked and it's booked out. Like it was booked for like a year. Just curious, can you book it? You can book it. It seems to fill up very quickly though. There's actually all kinds of different things that you can, cabins and such that you can stay in here. The Virginia cabin, as they call it, the one that Baby and her family stayed in, is the only one that was an actual filming location. All right, let's mask up and go inside. Ooh, they've got some Dirty Dancing merchandise in here. Whoa. That's amazing. There's a scene where Baby leaves the cabin and she goes into the main lodge and sees Johnny for the first time. That balcony is over on the left side, and this is the room she sees Johnny in, and this is also the room where her family has several of their meals in the movie. That post there lines up with the table in the movie. And also there's a sign there saying that this is the right spot. I didn't want to linger in there too long, because, you know, there still is a pandemic happening, and I don't know, just avoiding indoor spaces and things in general. Baby ends up wandering through the staff-only area into the scene where she carries a watermelon. And that most of that scene happens right here behind the lodge. The stairs are in a different spot, but we'll get to that later. This is where she carried a watermelon. It says if you look closely, you can see the original sign marks the outline. I don't. Oh, I do. Right here. Marks of the original sign. In this shot, Johnny is on his way to the staff cabins, but in actuality, those are filmed in North Carolina, so the path ends here. This sign is saying that this is the green that they played lawn games on. And the wig scene was filmed just down this hill, so yeah, just right down there. Yeah, so I think down in this area, I don't know if this is sand left over or if they just brought more in because there's a playground right there. But I believe that this was the area that that little beach was on, where they were having wig time and such. Wig time and such. Yep. This is the tunnel that Johnny drives through in the pouring rain after he has to break into his car. The one-way road comes this way, so he would have been driving the wrong way. Maybe that's the real reason that Baby screams, "You're wild!" There is one last location for us to check out here before we head to North Carolina. That's right out there, where the lake used to be, is where the iconic lift scene happened. Oh no. This says there were no close-up shots of the scene because it was so cold that her lips were blue. Yeah, and you're complaining because it's like 65 degrees. What's up with that? Gosh, could you imagine how beautiful this must have been with the water right here? I can hear water. There's a little creek that runs through down right here too. Yeah, I think this is the general area that the lift scene was in the lake. I can't believe I'm here. One of my favorite movies growing up, and I never thought like I would walk in the place that it took place. I mean, not that it's real, but I'm here. It's pretty amazing to be here. Goodbye for now, Kellermans. Now on to Lake Lure, North Carolina. It is so beautiful here, and it also happens to be where they filmed some additional scenes of Dirty Dancing. Now this right here is the Lake Lure Inn. It was not an actual filming location, but it is where the cast stayed during filming, and you can stay in Jennifer Grey or Patrick Swayze's room. They're available to book. You could sleep where Patrick Swayze slept. I'm just saying, that's a thing you could do. This house is the location of where they shot the interior scenes at Kellerman's and the Sheldrake, the dancing scenes. And unfortunately, it used to be a gymnasium. It burned down, and they built the house on top of the old foundation. You can still see behind their house the ruins of the original gymnasium. Right down the street from it, there's supposed to be, the stairs are supposed to be over here somewhere. Oh, I think, oh, yep, that's them. That's them. Let's park somewhere. Now I believe up that way on this ledge over here is where the staff cabins previously were. But they were demolished in the 80s. There it is. Dang. It says no trespassing. Those are the stairs right there. All I really wanted was to dance down those stairs, but I am not one to trespass, so not today. Not today. You can also access the stairs from the other end. Down there is where they would have shot the shot of the stairs would have been from, like facing up the stairs. But unfortunately, it is a gated community. While I may not have been able to do some dancing on the stairs, maybe I can do some dancing on the original floors that they danced on. When the gymnasium burned down in the 80s, they were able to salvage some of the wood. And the Esmeralda Inn, they have it in their lobby. So maybe we can do a little dancing on that. This lobby is really pretty. She just confirmed it. Patrick danced here. These are the floors. They were so sweet in there. You know, we're having a pandemic. It's not the wisest to go inside buildings that I'm, you know, not personally staying in, but they were great. They were practicing all the social distancing measures, and now I'm kind of regretting that we're not staying there tonight. We have made it to our final stop, but sadly, we're not going to be able to see the actual location. This is the Bald Mountain Golf Course, and one of the holes, I believe it's the 16th hole, is where Baby has to ask her father to borrow money. I believe it's the 16th, nope. And Baby has to ask to borrow money for Penny's abortion. Oh my goodness, this... You done? Nope, not done. I have had such a fun time seeing the scenes from one of my favorite movies. I may not have gotten in to see the golf course. I may not have actually been able to dance down Baby's stairs. And I may not have been able to actually find where the log scene was, but if you know where it's at, please let me know, because there is a Dirty Dancing Festival that happens here in Lake Lure in August, and I want to make it back here sometime because I've heard that that has some pretty fun activities. Thank you so much for coming along with me. This has been so much fun. I have to give a huge shout out to our patrons. Thank you guys for supporting our channel. I also have to give a huge shout out to Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy, for trekking around Virginia and North Carolina with me so that we could check out the filming locations of one of my favorite movies that I know is not one of his. So, yay, Jeremy. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more videos like this. And if you like this video, check out this one right here.